Hey guys, it's me, Ashley, and I am here with, obviously, a deck of the TBR. Yes, for, August. This is my August deck of TBR. This is a TBR game. I did not come up with it myself because I am not that clever, but I got the idea from Books with Maddie, who I will link below. And I got a bunch of the prompts from Book Roast because I am not good at making up prompts. Yes, you've figured things out about me now. So I will link them both below. What this game is you have cards. You pick a card and the card goes to a prompt on the board. And that's how you pick your TBR. Simple, 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 simple. So I guess I should tell you guys, it's July 25th right now, so technically I have 5-6 more days of reading, but I didn't do very well. I see this TBR thing that I draw more as a suggestion list than a you must read this list. I don't know, I'm like half a TBR reader and half a mood reader, so I do like having a pile to pick from, but sometimes I just do what I want. And this month I kind of did what I want. I read 3 out of the 9 books that I picked for my draw. Oh well. So I'll tell you the books that I did read that are in my handy dandy notebook. So I had to read a book that included the topic of mental health last month, and I finished that one. It was All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. And when I drew the book, or when I picked the book, I wasn't sure if it did have mental health stuff in it, but it did. So it dealt with like suicide, kind of. Well, it did deal with suicide. There was a suicide that happened in the book. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5. I was just irritated by the characters, the ending. I was more irritated. It was just, they were very teenage. I mean, it's a YA book, so like, duh. But those kids annoyed me, and I didn't feel that bad that they were locked in a room. So, but I did finish that one. I also finished a book that I had to read 150 pages or less. I picked Firefly Blue Sun Rising Part 1 by Josh Whedon. I ended up giving this one, I got hair on me. I ended up giving this one a 3 out of 5 as well. Firefly comics. I love Firefly, but sometimes the comics work for me and sometimes the comics don't work for me. This one, it's not that it didn't work, I was just very confused because I guess there were ones that you had to read before this. I did not understand what timeline stuff took place in, and the art style. If you're going to give me a Firefly comic, I want the characters to look like my show characters, and I don't think this did a good job. But I have that complaint a lot about Firefly comics. They don't look like the people. And then the last one that I finished this month so far, and maybe the last one period, who knows, is Dragon on the cover or in the title. And for this I read Shatter the Sky by Rebecca Wells. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I flew through it. It might not be the most unique book, but I liked it, and I'm going to read the sequel. Yes, at some point, yes. So yeah, that was July, and then I'm gonna do the same thing I did last month. I got my dice, and I'm gonna see how many rolls I have to do. Okay. This one I like. So I got 6, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do 6 pulls from the card deck. Yes, yes. And I've already shuffled, so first draw is 5 of Hearts. Okay, so 5 of Hearts is Ooh. 5 of Hearts is remove a book. So when I get more books, I can use this to remove one. So, thinking, Ashley. So for my remove a book prompt, it's first, since it's the first one I've gotten, I think I'm going to come back to it and I'm going to tell you which book I've removed. So we will keep that one in my pocket. I like it. I like it. Okay, so then I need to pick a replacement. Okay, I've got something that's between 350 and 370 pages. Have I used that before? Probably, because I always pick the same things out of this envelope. It's cursed. Okay, now draw 2. A Jack. I always get it wrong. NetGalley Arc. Okay, so I'll probably, since I have not read any of my other, the NetGalley Arcs I pulled before, I might just roll something over. And then for this one, NetGalley or Arc, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna roll over something. And there are still arcs that I'd really like to read, obviously, but I do such a bad job of it. But I still have not read The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. That comes out in, I think, September. It's horror from Tor Nightfire, which is the new Tor horror imprint, and I've heard great reviews about it, so I do want to read it. So there's that one, or there's Crossbones by Vale, which I said I was going to read last month, and I didn't. And that's pirates, and I'm a pirate fiend. So I think those might be my 2 choice options. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, okay, draw 3. 7 of Hearts. I must have got this, I remember. So 7 of Hearts is main character is an adult. I can do that. So for main character is an adult, I think I am going to pick another book that I did not read last month or this month or whatever month because slowness. But I really do want to read The Space Between Worlds. It just sounds really good. It's about our main character. There are multiple worlds, and there is one version of you in each of those worlds. She finds out that all her other versions of herself in other worlds have died, and there's only one of her other versions left. And so it's kind of like a mystery, and maybe something bad happens if all your other versions die. I'm not really sure, but I want to read it because it sounds cool. So yeah, that is my pick for that one. Well, let's pick something to take the place of that. Oh, you choose. I put a bunch of them in there because I like that. I like that prompt, obviously. This is number 4, draw number 4, Queen. So Queen is a TBR jar. Again, I might roll over because I've not read any of my TBR jar picks that I picked out. We're good, we're good. So then we have TBR jar, and I'm gonna roll over because I have not read any of the books I've picked out of my TBR jar, and instead of just picking more, I'm just gonna add this one back in because I still have not read it. But it's The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Audier. This is a retelling of something? Yeah, so it's inspired by 1001 Nights, and I've just heard good things about it, and I want to read it. I'm just awful at doing what I say I'm going to do. That's it. Okay. So this is number 5. No, it's not. So an ace means I have to add a draw, so we'll have 7. 7 draws. So an ace of clubs, oh, okay, is under 300 pages. So we'll find something for that. Okay, so I've got under 300 pages, and for that one, we're going to do, because it totally fits, Murder Lomain by Vivian Chin. This is book number 3 in a cozy mystery series. It's called The Noodle Shop Mysteries. I read the first 2. I really liked them. This comes in at 294 pages, so fits. And it is about our main character, Lana. She works at her parents' Chinese restaurant located in this place called Asia Village. And in the last 2 books, tragedy has befallen Asia Village twice. And she kind of gets roped into solving the mysteries. Because she's curious and she can't seem to stay out of them. But I enjoyed the first 2 in the series, and they're quick and they're fun, and cozy mysteries are fun. And this one's kind of, each one it's like there's a skull or something in the food, and it just makes you hungry. So that's my pick for under 300 pages. And let me replace, okay, I like this one. Post-apocalyptic is what it gets replaced with. Okay, so this is draw 6, which was supposed to be my last draw, but 2 of diamonds. Okay. 2 of diamonds. Ooh. 2 of diamonds is a thriller. I have an idea. I have an idea for what I want to do with that. So for my thriller prompt, I'm going to do The Perfect Guests by Emma Rue. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But I spotted this at the library. It sounded good. And it says, a grand estate with many secrets, an orphan caught in a web of lies, and a young woman playing a sinister game. So it takes place in 2 different timelines. We've got 1988, or maybe it starts in 1988. I don't know. And 2019. And in 2019, we're following Sadie Langton, who is an actress struggling to make ends meet when she lands a well-paying gig pretending to be a guest at a weekend party. She is sent a suitcase of clothing, a dossier outlining the role she is to play, and instructions. It's strange, but she needs the money, and when she sees the stunning manor she'll be staying at, she's figured she's got nothing to lose. In person, Ravenhall is even grander than she imagined, even with damage from a fire, decades before, but the walls seem to have eyes. As day turns to night, Sadie starts to feel that there's something off about the glamorous guests who arrive, and as the party begins, it becomes chillingly apparent that the unseen host is playing a game with everyone, including her. That sounds good. To me, that sounds great. When I said fire in the manor, is this a spoiler? This is a classic book, but it reminded me of Rebecca. And when it said, when the host is playing a game with everyone, that reminded me of Clue, which I love. It holds special memories in my heart, Clue. And yeah, so that's going to be my thriller pick. And then let me replace. Okay, so I got fire in title or on cover. So that's going to go there. This is draw 7. It should be last, but we'll see what happens. Oh, it is last. Okay, so 10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds is... Ooh, look, I love this. You choose, my favorite prompt. And then the last prompt that I had was you choose. And for me choosing, I think I'm going to choose Harris for Hire by Madeline Hunter. It's sounds good. I don't really remember. Oh, it's first in a new series, A Duke's Heiress. But I don't really remember exactly what it's about. But I know it sounded good, so I picked it up. I guess the main character's name is Minerva. Minerva. But yeah, this is my pick for You Choose, just because I'm kind of been wanting to read it, and this gives me perfect opportunity. So I'm going to replace 10 of Diamonds, or that prompt. You know what I'm saying, right? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to replace that with graphic novel, comic, or manga. So that's going to go there. Okay, and now we are circling back to remove a book. So I think I'm either going to remove The Wrath in the Dawn or one of the NetGalley arcs I said I was going to read, because I must be realistic. I must be realistic. So that is my Deck of TBR video for August. We'll see how I do. I think actually I'm pleased with the prompts that it gave me, and it's a good stack. It's a good stack this month. Can I do it? I don't know. But this is what I've got. This is what might happen. Do we know if it will happen? No, but it might. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.